In 2019, the government commissioned the Achwa Hydro Power Station in Pade district. It was a dry commissioning since there was no power evacuation channel. Members of Parliament on the Committee of Environment and Natural Resources discovered that setting up of transmission lines from the power station has never started.
We have up to 96% that has been acquired of the corridor where we expect construction to be done, but there's also up to about 15 kilometers that has not been cleared as a result of a conflict between the owners of the land that has not been fully secured.
Energy is here, it is being produced, we are paying for the power we are producing, but the wananchis, the citizens are not having power.
Based on the power purchase agreement, the government has to pay the contractor money for deemed energy as transmission channels are not yet in place.
If you aggregate what we are paying in deemed energy for this plant that got ready in 2019, then it is really something that we must resolve as quickly as possible.
According to some members of the committee, the government pays over 190 billion shillings in deemed energy every year.
We are a developing country. We cannot afford to be throwing 193 billion Ugandan shillings every year. You see, what prompted us is that we are just coming to the tail end of the budget process for the next financial year, but the Minister of Energy was requesting us for 193 billion Ugandan shillings to pay for deemed energy.
According to engineer William Kemba of the Uganda Electricity Transmission Company Limited, the delays are as a result of multiple reasons ranging from land acquisition to delayed procurement processes.
Have highlighted a challenge that we are contending with, and that is over the ownership of a portion of land which is about 14 kilometers stretch, where the line must cross a ranch, and the ownership is still being determined between three different parties.
He notes that the construction process could face challenges due to shortage in the supply of some of the components needed for construction.
Semiconductor chips that are necessary in some of the equipment that we use in the substations especially. And because of the worldwide shortage, the projects are likely to be impacted before these chips can be delivered.
The contractor confirmed receiving payment from the government for the deemed energy, although they couldn't divulge the details of the amount received so far.
We want to know what...
Engineer Kemba says that the construction of the 132 kV transmission line to evacuate power from the dam is expected to be completed by March 2023.
The contractors are on ground building these lines. In the early stages, of course, not much is seen on the ground because that involves a lot of designing.
Even with that in mind, there are still worries that the government could lose much more money in the remaining months. The committee also visited Nyagak Power Station in West Nile region. Nelson Omoya, NTV.